You may recognize her from our Good Food, Good Life segment every Wednesday. And Sue Doeden has just released a new cookbook titled Homemade with Honey. Our Kathleen Cohen has more in our Community Spotlight.
Some may describe her as a foodie. She's a television host, cooking instructor, and food writer. And her newest cookbook, Homemade with Honey, is now available.
This cookbook, Homemade with Honey, is the 5th cookbook in a series published by the Minnesota Historical Society Press that's called the Northern Plate series. Each of the books in that series focuses on one ingredient that's prevalent in the Midwest region.
Every recipe in Homemade with Honey has honey as an ingredient. And Sue says that her inspiration for the cookbook came from her own personal experiences of beekeeping. Sue Doeden has 3 beehives and has been beekeeping for 4 years.
I became interested the first time I started seeing honey at the farmers markets. I would visit with the beekeepers at the farmers market. I bought honey. It was so delicious. It tasted nothing like most of the honey on the shelves that I buy at the grocery store that comes from the big, corporations. And I just began to love honey. I started cooking with it and baking with it, and I decided beekeeping just sounded so romantic. I just had to try it. And so eventually an opportunity came along and I was able to have my own hives.
The cookbook contains about 75 to 80 recipes, complete with several photographs. And over the weekend, Sue Doeden held a book signing at Harmony Co-op in Bemidji for a chance to meet people in the community and answer questions about the book.
Oh, the lemon.
My husband and I have been her taste testers for the last, 10, 12 years, ever since they moved into our neighborhood. And we don't mind one bit because somebody has to test her wonderful recipes.
Today, Sue also held a cooking demonstration where she made stir-fried rice with red pepper and asparagus. It's a little spicy. Very, very good. And people at the book signing all seemed to agree that the sample from the cooking demonstration was delicious.
It's just wonderful, excellent, good flavor. And she's such an interesting person to do these demos. Really a lot of fun too.
Great personality for this type of thing. She does a great job. I hope someday to really see her having her own cooking show on national television.
For this week's Community Spotlight, Kathleen Cohen, Lakeland News.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.